Salutations, all you auditors of the abnormal out there, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye, where we're uncovering the conspiracy fact the government doesn't want you to know about. As always, I'm your host, Alex Sorochan, and this week marks 10 episodes of More Than Meets the Eye. That's right, 10. Now that's quite the milestone, though I have noticed an increase in unmarked vans almost everywhere I've gone. I guess I have some fans in the upper echelons of the government. And, as if it was meant to be, our 10-week anniversary also brings us some new UAP footage released by Jeremy Corbell and confirmed by the United States government, as well as some commentary on the UFO phenomenon from a well-respected man. But without further ado, let's take a look at that newly released footage.
Keep going, bro. Let's go down.
Making sense. We could probably bring 35 relatives. Sir.
Yeah, I'll bring it down.
We got a lot of white water up there, some 6 foot swells.
Whoa, it's getting close.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust of 40.
Whoa, splashed. Mark bearing and range.
This clip was captured aboard the USS Omaha on July 15, 2019, just before 11 p.m. Using FLIR cameras, the crew captured what appears to be a 6-foot in diameter sphere that followed the Omaha for about an hour. Then, as we see at the end of the clip, at exactly 11 o'clock on the dot, the object dips down into the water. You can even hear the crew in the video commenting that it splashed. Immediately after, the crew of the Omaha launched a search mission with all of the resources available to it. And considering it's an American combat ship, that's quite a lot of resources. But after inspecting the area where the object vanished, nothing was found. No debris that you would expect to find if it crashed, and nothing on the radar. Because of this, many people are describing the object as a trans-medium vehicle, able to travel through both the air and water. Trans-medium vehicles aren't anything new to ufologists. Many have been talked about in sightings in the past, but it's fascinating to see footage of one, and have that footage verified by the American government, no less. Corbell also says that this was one of as many of 14 spheres that surrounded the Omaha on and off for 3 days. With the deadline for the UAP Task Force report quickly approaching, we'll be seeing more footage of this nature soon, I'm sure. And we're not the only ones looking forward to the release. As I've talked about in previous episodes, the conversation of UFOs has been popping up everywhere, and it's finally being taken seriously. So seriously, in fact, that we're hearing talk about it from some of the most respected people in the world. On the Late Late Show, Reggie Watts got to ask one respected individual his thoughts on it. Why don't you see for yourself?
I have a question today. It goes to, let's make it for President Obama, since he's here. All this talk about dem aliens with the you know, what are they, UAFs or whatever they call them, you know, all the footage and everyone talking about it. It's like, what is your, like, I know that doesn't necessarily mean aliens, it is just a UAF, but I was wondering if you have a theory about that.
Well, when it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air. But what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they moved, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. And so, you know, I think that people still take seriously trying to investigate and figure out what that is. But I have nothing to report to you today.
Okay.
That's right. That was former President Barack Obama confirming that though he can't say everything he knows, the United States government has seen unexplainable things. You know the topic's getting traction when even the former presidents are weighing in. So who's the crazy ones now, skeptics? But that's all the time we have for this week, folks. The big UAP Task Force report is scheduled for just a few days away, and you know for certain I'll be doing my best to bring you everything I can on it. So until then, keep an eye out for those trans-medium vehicles, and remember, there's more than meets the eye.